Hi everybody. Today we're going to do some stretches and we're going to use the words COVID coronavirus as our guide for the choice of stretches. The first one we're going to do is we're going to start with a calf stretch for the first letter of corona. So you can stand, you can place your hands against a wall and you're going to lengthen out the back leg. Put your hands on your leg, holding that stretch through the back leg, heel down. And then we're going to turn around and do the other leg or just change legs. So, heel back, settle your body into that nice stretch. The next one we're going to do is a one-legged king pigeon stretch. So you're going to come down onto your mat and you're going to bend your front knee just to an angle that suits you. If you've got good flexibility, it can be at 90 degrees. Otherwise, just, a nice little 45-degree angle would be great. And back leg straight with the foot facing the ground, and then you can lift it up like so and get a lovely stretch through the front of the hip. You can also relax down and settle in, so whichever sort of suits you best, or a bit of both is great. Okay, this is great to help with the hip area. And there's a bird that's just looking at me. Hopefully it'll come into the camera view. So it'd be really interesting to see what happens. No, he's flown away. We're going to turn around and do the other side. So front leg bent, back leg straight, and gently relax into that stretch, lifting up. Or relaxing down. And then when we're ready, we're going to sit up. Now the next stretch we're going to do is a V sit straddle. So the legs are straight and we're going to curl down through the spine with the fingers inching towards the ground. And then when you're ready, you're going to inhale and then exhale, and to see if you can improve the stretch. Inhale again and exhale one more time. And gently curling up. And then we're going to do a seated iliotibial stretch. So we're going to cross the legs and you're going to place one foot on the opposite knee. Now some people have got really good flexibility and bring the knee down to the foot as they're leaning forward. As you can see, my knee is very high up and I'm losing a lot of that flexibility. So push the hands onto the ground behind, leaning forward, trying to bring the knee down towards the foot as best you can, or take your hands over in front, leaning and just spending some time bringing the knee down towards the opposite foot. And then we're going to gently release out of that, changing legs. That leg over here. Oh, hello. Oh. What a beautiful dog. Okay, and the foot on the opposite knee, and hands behind, pushing, trying to bring your knee down towards your foot the best you can. Remember, we're all different. Just do what you are able to do. Oh, I'm much tighter on this side. Oh la la, it's killing me. All right, and when you're ready, gently release. Hello. Okay, and then we're going to do a downward dog. Hello. I'm going to have to throw its ball to it. Hang on, I'll just get it.
Sorry.
You're all right, no worries. Okay, downward dog is our next one. What a funny timing, okay, to have the dog in the video. All right, roll down, place the hands onto the mat, walk out into virtual plank, and then just push your hips up into the sky. Try to have your heels down. If you have to, bend your knees or keep bending and straightening the legs. You can also bend one leg, keep the other leg straight. You can then switch legs. Okay, so try to do what you can manage. And if this is too hard, put your hands up on a chair just to try to get a bit of an angle. Okay, so we're melting the chest towards the thighs, getting that lovely downward dog position, like a pyramid. Okay, when you're ready, gently come out and lower the knees. Now those stretches are representing our word COVID. Okay, calf, one-legged king pigeon, the V-sit straddle, the iliotibial band, and the downward dog. Okay, let's do some stretches now for the word corona. So let's start with a camel stretch. Okay, this one is going to be kneeling, and we're going to just have the legs parallel, push the hips forward, and then open out your chest and bring your hands towards your heels. Just doing the best you can. If you're able to go all the way back, even better, pushing your hips up, opening out the chest. Gently releasing. Good. Now we're going to lie onto our back and do an oblique hip roll. That just means rolling our hips from side to side. You can just have your feet on the ground, rolling from one side to the other, or if you would like, you can have your feet up off the ground, and then you can roll the hip to one side, and if you like, you can look in the opposite direction. Lift the legs up, roll over to the other side, and if you like, looking in the opposite direction. It's a beautiful stretch. This one gets you right through from under the arm across the chest and diagonally down towards the opposite knee through the hip. Okay, and gently releasing from there. We're going to come up into a kneeling position, and we're going to do a rear lunge with reach. So you can just kneel in this position here, like so, and then reach back. And then when you're ready, you can release, change legs. Push your hip gently forward and lift up and lean back. You can do that stretch standing, but kneeling's quite nice because we're up and down from the ground. But now we are going to stand up, and we're going to do an over and an under. So we lift one leg up and over, and then we pretend to go under something. Lift the leg up and over, and then down. I'm struggling with the pine needles here and all of the sharp bits that are falling onto my mat. So forgive me for squincing. Over and under. And over and under. Good. And curling up. Now we're going to do a kneeling cat to cow stretch. Okay. So we're on all fours. We lift the spine up and feel that fantastic stretch through the back. Come through our tabletop position and then allow our spine to go in the opposite direction. There's our cow position. As you can tell, I don't have a very flexible spine, but I can still feel it, and it still feels good, even if it might not look it. Okay, and gently release. Okay. Now our next stretch is going to be an awkward pose. So we'll stand up, and the awkward pose basically is going to stretch through the Achilles area. So we stand tall, and then we bend the knees, and then we lift the arms up. Now I'm just going to do that again so you can see me. I'll just step back. Okay. So we're standing tall, we bend the knees, and then we're lifting the arms up and just sinking a little bit down until you can feel the stretch through the back of the Achilles area and holding that stretch. When you're ready, gently bring your arms down, lift up and release out of there. Fantastic. Okay, so the stretches we've just done then for Corona are the Camel, the oblique hip roll, a rear lunge with a reach, an over and under, kneeling cat to cow with the silent K, of course, and awkward pose stretch. Now we're going to do our virus. We're going to do a vertical lean back. So that's going to involve standing, but if you prefer, you can also just sit and lean back. You can hold like that, you can lean back, you can stand, push the hips forward, bring your arms up and lean back as far as you can go. Now, we want to follow that with a vertical standing intense side stretch. So take the arms up and we're going to lean over. Now you just lean as far as you can go. Some people can go to 90 degrees. I'm not able to. You just do what you can do. When you're ready, lifting up and then over to the other side. Great, that's our vertical intense side stretch. Awesome. Okay. Now our next stretch that we're going to do is a revolved triangle. So we're going to take the feet 2 steps apart. You can bend the front leg if you need to get down, like so. And then what we're going to do is take this hand and then look up in the opposite direction. If you're able to, the front leg can be straight. When you're ready, release and turn your feet, turn the other one around, and the knee to come in. So this foot is perpendicular to the other one. Okay, and then place your hand on the other side and rotate around. And if you can, straighten the leg. Just straighten your leg, lower your knee, and coming down. Good. Now we're going to do an upward facing dog. So we're just going to come down into a prone lying position, and we're going to lift up like so in a cobra style position, and then we're going to let the knees come up off the ground if you're able to. When you're ready, lower your knees gently and then let your hips come backwards. And the last, you might also like to just throw in a little hero's pose stretch here. And the last one, just to finish off, is going to be a seated pretzel stretch. Now, there's lots of different ways of doing it, but just generally, you'll lengthen one leg out and place the opposite foot over that leg. You can either hug the knee, which is actually a good and sensible thing to do because it helps with the piriformis muscle, or you can place the elbow on the opposite side of the knee. Okay, put the hand just behind the hip and then straighten up the back. Then push your elbow against the knee and rotate, looking around, and try to get your shoulders parallel to your leg, to your length of leg. You're just going to release there, and then we're going to change legs. This foot over, either hug and turn, or place the elbow on the knee, hand behind the hip, lift up tall, push against the knee and turn, looking and trying to get your shoulders parallel with your lengthened leg. Now, those stretches that we've done there are the vertical lean back, the intense side stretch, the revolved triangle pose, an upward facing dog, and a seated pretzel stretch to represent the letters of the word virus. I do hope that you stay well and try to stay flexible as well. As you can see, I need to work on mine. But you know, hey, we're having a go. I'm just going to show you the beautiful canopy above me that I've been enjoying looking at while I've been doing the stretches. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now.